My girlfriend quit her job, turned vegan, and then cheated on me. For some background context, my girlfriend and I have been together for 5 amazing years. We met in college, and for the first 4 years, everything was smooth sailing. I always felt incredibly lucky to have her. She's way out of my league. About a year ago, she had a sudden panic attack in the middle of the night. It was terrifying. She'd never had one before, and we attributed it to her high-stress job. She's currently on leave from work, which I completely support. However, she's refusing medication, even though the doctor recommended anxiety meds, because she believes the panic attack was stress-induced. She also doesn't have many friends, which might be contributing to her situation, but she seems happier overall. Over the past 6 months, she's been making significant changes in her life, and I'm not sure how to handle it. She's dyed her hair an unnatural color, adopted a darker wardrobe, gotten into heavy metal and rock music, and gone vegan. I've been gently asking her about these changes, and she explained that she's met a girl online who lives in our city and is into the heavy metal scene. She's made a lot of friends through this new connection. I was fine with her new interests and friends, but I couldn't help but be cautious because it felt like such a sudden transformation. Last Friday, she was meeting up with her new friends, and I asked if I could join them. She agreed but warned me that it might not be my scene. I just wanted to meet her new friends, so I was up for it. At the show, I was pleasantly surprised by how friendly everyone was. Apologies to all the metalheads out there. The only person who seemed standoffish was a guy around our age. Throughout the night, I noticed my girlfriend talking to him a lot, and it was the only time I saw him smile. She also seemed quite attached to him, which made me uncomfortable. Around midnight, I couldn't find her, so I texted her that we should head home. She responded that she wanted to stay, and if I wanted to leave, she understood. I got frustrated but texted back, fine. She came home at 4 a.m., completely drunk. I was awake but pretended not to be. The next morning, I was distant, and she eventually asked if I was mad at her. I admitted I was and told her that while I'm happy she's less stressed and making new friends, she's become a completely different person in the last 6 months. She argued that she's still the same person, but I countered that the person she used to be wouldn't have told me to go home alone at midnight while she got drunk with people she barely knew and then stumble home at 4 a.m. We ended up having a heated argument, and she left, saying she'd stay with a friend for the night. She came back on Monday morning, and we talked. I expressed my concerns and worries about her drastic changes. She essentially told me that she's happy now, and if it's such a problem, we should break up. I was shocked that she'd consider throwing away 5 years together just like that. I asked when her happiness shifted from building a life with me to partying with random people she met, and she dismissed me, calling me an asshole and accusing me of not wanting her to be happy outside of our relationship. The next day, before I got home from work, I texted her and asked her to be home so we could talk. When I got home, she wasn't there, and I had to wait about an hour for her to get home. I asked her plainly if she wanted to break up. She said yes. I asked her why, and she told me it's not me. I've been absolutely wonderful, but she's changed and has realized she hasn't been happy for a while, and that includes within our relationship. I was pretty hurt, honestly. I asked her why she never said anything sooner, and she said she thinks it's because she hadn't realized how unhappy she was until she started feeling happy again. I said she still should have come to me about this earlier. She shrugged. I asked her if she's been sleeping with that guy. She said no but hesitated. I asked why the hesitation and told her she might as well be honest now that the relationship is over. She said they kissed that night at the after show, after I left, and made out later but swore it didn't go any further. I told her that was still considered cheating, and I wasn't sure if I even believed her. She rolled her eyes and said that I asked for honesty, and that's what I got. I told her I wanted her out and asked her to take whatever she could now, and we'd make arrangements for her to get anything she can't take with her. She didn't even seem sorry that she cheated or that she threw away a 5-year relationship.